All right, hello Taurus. This is a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus stelliums, or if you just have strong Taurus in your energy. We are going to start off doing a reading for Taurus feminine. So this is however the masculine is feeling about Taurus feminine. And then the timestamp below, we'll do a reading for Taurus masculines. So for Taurus feminine, the masculine that you're dealing with, what is going on with this particular masculine? What is going on with the masculine here for Taurus feminine? So you have karmic partner, and it says the purpose of this connection is to learn lessons, provide personal growth and self-improvement required for the soul's journey. So this is feeling like very karmic to either them or possibly you. Why do we have karmic energy? What is going on with the masculine? So self-deception, denying one's truth, allowing oneself to believe that a false or unvalidated feeling, idea, or situation is true. So they may be feeling, I almost feel like you're dealing with the masculine energy who feels like maybe this connection, they may be feeling like this connection, or maybe they don't really even realize it, but they could be in a karmic situation with you because of something that they've done in the past possibly, or they're feeling that way. They may be blaming you for something. I feel like this person is like in denial, and possibly they're blaming you for situations without looking at themselves, without saying, well, this is how have I treated relationships or people in my life, thus far. So it's kind of like a blame game almost is what I'm getting from this. They don't see any faults at all in themselves, is kind of what I'm saying. So who is this masculine energy that Taurus feminine is dealing with? Who is this masculine energy? Who is this person? Who is this masculine energy? So possibly dealing with a Sagittarius. Why temperance? Why temperance? Of the temperance card. So then we have the temperance card twice. We have it coming out twice here. So there could be some type of temperance is all about like compromise. This person may be willing to compromise at times, and at other times they're kind of like all over the place, not wanting to compromise, not wanting to work on the situation. They are not. They're not wanting to like deal or face with something, but a lot of it too is because they're not balanced out. Like they don't see how their part plays in whatever is going on with this particular connection. It's like they kind of just blame you, and it's like, well, at times it's like, well, there's nothing that I have to do because it's not my fault at all. I didn't do anything. And then other times it's like, well, let's see what can I do to make this work? Let's compromise. Let's work on this. It's like they're going back and forth. What went wrong here? What is the issue between Taurus feminine and this person? What is the issue between Taurus feminine and this person? They can't control themselves. This person has, because temperance card can be someone that is very much off balance chemically, as far as like they can have like a drinking problem. They're totally out of control when they do drink, or they do some kind of drugs, or whatever it is that they do. They're completely off balance, off their kilter. They can't control themselves. This person may have, right? And so a lot of the times when people have these kinds of issues, when they're in like the self denial, the denial phase, it's like they blame you. They might blame you, like you're the reason why I'm having to drink, or this person is the reason why I because they stressed me out so much, now I have to go and have a cigarette, or I have to, they made me drink the whole bottle. They cannot see here how what they play in the role in their life. A lot of denial. this person's in a lot of denial about their own actions, is pretty much what I'm getting here. Very much in denial of their own actions. How does this person feel? What are their feelings for Taurus? Before we do that, let's just get a couple cards real quick for Temperance. What is this person doing? I feel like this person's they're doing things that are very, very unhealthy. It's like they're just in the denial phase when it comes to their own behavior. Six of Swords, Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups. But see, I feel like with the Six of Swords, they go through phases where it's like, I'm learning my lesson. I know I was wrong. I need to do better. Let's work on this. Let's move to calmer waters. But then they get back into this Seven of Cups energy where it's like, they get into this energy somehow where they go back to whatever this inability to control themselves with whatever it is that they're doing, and they're not able to see up from down from that. It's like clouded vision, just stuck, very, very stuck energy. Self-denial, again, self-deception. There's definitely not being able to see, because the Seven of Cups can be very Neptunian energy where there's a lot of confusion, a lot of illusions, and that comes in many different forms. The blame game, blaming other people for their own problems. So it's like this person is teetering between at one time being able to pick themselves up and want to do the right thing and do better, and then then something happens and possibly they even blame you. I was on the right path, I was doing well, I was doing better, and you did something, and now look, I'm drinking again. It's like it's a very it's like they're blaming you for their own problems. They're blaming other people. They don't take responsibility for their actions. There's definitely a lack of self-control. How do the signs feel about Taurus Feminine, starting with Aries and going all the way to Pisces? So if you're dealing with an Aries Masculine, friend support, it says, I've been seeking my friend's advice about our relationship. They may be needing to get some type of support for whatever their issue is that they can't control themselves with. It's like both these individuals have their hand up, like holding their head down. There's a drink in front of them. But this person is trying to get they might be trying to get some help, like actually from AA or counselors or something. Maybe it's just friends. I feel like this person did something. They know that they were wrong, but it's like don't have self-control. It could be an actual temper, or it could be substance abuse. If you're dealing with a Taurus, we have healing, and it says, I'm taking the time to heal, to accept the love I know I deserve. If you are dealing with a Gemini, we have gossip, and it says, I've heard rumors about you that have been difficult to ignore. So either, you're dealing with a Gemini who is gossiping about a situation, or, there's people around you that are gossiping about whatever is going on with you and this person. If you're dealing with a Cancer, we have lessons, and it says, I'm learning my divine lessons and will soon be by your side. You might be dealing with a Cancer who does, if you guys are in separation, I feel like that was a wake-up call or a shock to them. They do want to come back here. If you're dealing with a Leo, we have helpless, and it says, I feel trapped by my circumstances. There's nothing I can do. If you're dealing with a Virgo, we have unchanged. It says, I am who I am. I'm not who you want me to be. I'm not going to change. If you're dealing with a Libra, we have love triangle, and it says, I've been seeing someone else and I'm having trouble choosing. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have strategizing, and it says, I'm coming up with a plan and an offer you can't refuse. For some of you, there could be a Scorpio that comes back unexpectedly. It might be quite shocking to you, or you might be really surprised when you see this person want to come back. I feel like they want to try to come back and heal the situation. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, we have dying love, and it says, I was trying to remain hopeful, but I feel you slipping away. For some of you, you're dealing with someone too who you may have said, you may have put like an ultimatum and have said, look, this is, I'm not dealing with whatever it is anymore. And they are having a hard time coping with the fact that you have walked out and walked away. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, we have telepathic, and it says, I close my eyes and speak to you in 100 silent ways. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, we have new love, and it says, forgive me, but I have found a new love who makes me feel alive. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, they may just be dealing with somebody else. And if you're dealing with the Pisces, we have not for you. So they may feel like you two are not meant to be together. What is the energy of the connection between past life relationship? You two have known each other before. So this is definitely a very strong energy that you two have between each other. So you may reincarnate, several times together or whatever the case. You feel a strong bond. You may even feel like you've known each other for in other lives or a very long time, or you have known each other since childhood or something like that. But you're definitely working something out together here. And unfortunately, that does mean that there could be a lot of crap and BS going on, because sometimes, unfortunately, the way we are right now is we need it. We need lessons in order to correct our behavior. We have to go through some shit in order to know, you know what, that was wrong. I was wrong. I was at fault. That was an effed up way of being. But these type of karmic situations and soulmate type of relationships are really going to wake you up to that. So I feel like you're probably both going through that situation. This person definitely probably feels that way. What action will this masculine take towards Taurus feminine? What action will they take towards Taurus feminine? What is their next move? Okay, so we have the sun, and in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse. I feel like they're not going to be trying to. I feel like overall they're keeping you in the dark about something, or they're just in the dark. They're not really planning or making any moves here with the Three of Wands in reverse. They're not being very there's a lack of optimism, because this person is really, what I'm getting for the main energy here between whoever you're dealing with here, is someone who is really just not well balanced here. They're trying to figure it out. They're in I feel despair, and they possibly they do things like picking up drinking or something like that, instead of dealing with situations head on, dealing with you, talking out in the situations. If they do talk out, if you do actually speak to each other, they may flip out because they could have a bad temper. They're not well balanced. This person is like really, really chemically, they could even be chemically off balance. They may need something like pharmaceuticals, drugs, or something like that. If they do recreational drugs, that really, just like the alcohol, throws them completely off balance. But they're very much in the dark, or they're not letting you in on something. Here with the sun in reverse, are not happy with the sun in reverse, but they're not doing anything, not making any plans, not traveling, not coming towards you to see, to make things right, because they go through this energy where sometimes they're I'm doing well and I know what I did wrong and let's move past this, but then they get right back into the Seven of Cups. So that can mean anything, right back into the alcohol, right back into the drugs, right back into third parties, love triangle here, whatever. What's the best advice for Taurus feminine, please? Best advice for Taurus feminine. maturity and overthinking. So it says your mind is going around in circles, trying to find a way through the confusion. Just breathe. Whatever choice you make, it will come from the heart. And mature love is not letting love consume you, but rather gracefully accepting the dangers of beauty and the power of love. I feel like you might feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You're overthinking the situation. I feel like there's a lot going on here. Some of you are like trying to deal with someone who might have some kind of addiction problem or something. They just have some kind of issue and you're really trying to be there for them. You're trying to be mature. You're trying to think of everything you can do to help them. But I also feel like at the end of the day, although everybody wants to have that rock in their corner, you can't do it alone. This person has to be able to meet to do for themselves. And right now, they're in a place of, I feel like with self deception, much of the time they're in a place of not even realizing that they even have a problem, doing a lot of blaming, which can be abusive at times. It can be mentally, emotionally, and hopefully no one's physically abusive here. But you can't cure this. You can't live. You can't be this person for them. Their decisions are theirs at the end of the day, and I feel like you're driving yourself insane trying to do what you can for this person. Let's get another card of advice and we'll do an angel answers card. What is card of advice for Taurus feminine? We have fortune and it says abundance, prosperity, and good fortune make their way to me. I feel like maybe this is just something to remember that there is fortune, you are fortunate. This person needs to know that they are fortunate as well. And the bottom of a bottle or whatever it is that they do is not where the fortune lies. I feel like just stay positive. Don't overthink the situation. Sometimes you just have to let people learn their lessons on their own. And that's the only way that they actually learn. Think of a question. We'll pull an answer card for Taurus Feminine. What is the answer to Taurus Feminine's question? And we have you're ready. All right. So that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. You stay blessed, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye. All right, Taurus Masculine. We are going to see what's going on with whatever feminine energy is on your mind, whether you're with this feminine energy or not. This is who is on your mind. So what is going on with the feminine energy dealing with Taurus Masculine? We have digging, and it says spying on the masculine through social media. So you might actually have a feminine energy that is spying on you. Why is this feminine energy spying on Taurus masculine? Toxic addictions, and it says substances or behaviors need to numb one's feelings, such as sex, drugs, thoughts, and alcohol. So this person it's kind of like they're obsessing over this connection with you because they have like an addiction to, they could, and we just did Taurus, the feminine and whatever masculine they were dealing with, and that masculine seemed to be having some substance abuse issues themselves, or just something was definitely off kilter. Seems like strong Sagittarius was in their energy, and you may be dealing with something similar, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that this feminine is actually addicted to drugs or anything like that. But sometimes people can be addicted to emotions. They're addicted to their thoughts and feelings because even though they're bad, they don't make you feel good. It's what we know and what we're used to. So constantly checking up on you, trying to see what you're doing. It's like they're addicted to either the chase of having to chase you, although they may not be, consciously aware of that. addicted to negative behavior patterns, or just like addicted to this energy when it comes to, there's a bit of an obsession this person is having. So who is this feminine energy? Who is this feminine, please? Okay, so could possibly be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Feeling insecure, feeling left out, feeling left behind. Knight of Cups, they could have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their energy. Let's see how they're actually feeling about Taurus. Tell us about, well, I'm not going to use this card for that. I want to use this card. Tell us about this Knight of Cups really quickly. What's going on with this Knight of Cups? Feel like this person they're looking to see if you're talking to other people, if you're dating. They want to know if you've moved on, if you're in a relationship. So clearly you're not with this person because they're trying to spy on you and see what's going on with you. Unless you have just met a new person and they're doing this digging to find out about you and who you are. Tell us about this Knight of Cups, please. Knight of Cups. The main male. So I feel like this person wants to date you. They want you to date them, or again, like they want you to come towards them, or they want to offer you their cup. There's a little bit of obsession, like really into here, but you either just met them and they're looking into you and trying to find out who you are, where you're from, what you do. It's like they're insecure here. They may feel like you are going to, if you're talking, they may be very insecure where they feel like you're going to cheat on them, you're going to meet other people and date and leave them behind. Or you guys are not talking and this person wants you to talk to them. They feel left out, they feel insecure. There's some insecurities, hence why they are doing all this spying and this digging here. So what happened between Taurus and this Queen of Pentacles? What happened between Taurus and this Queen of Pentacles? Party hookup, friends killed it for you, them. So maybe friends got in the mix, or it was just a hookup situation and this person wants more than just a hookup. Someone may feel like it's a waste of time or energy. And there could have been friends, either yours, them, who came in between the two of you, maybe just a lot of gossip. But I just feel like overall this person is feeling very, they're watching you, they're spying on you. Queen of Pentacles, please. They have feelings for you though. They want to offer you their cup. If they're not speaking up, they want you to speak up. They want you to reach out to them. There's not really any talking here going on. I don't know if you two are married to one another. But I feel like this person is, what I'm getting is someone who's like hoping and praying that you two come back together, and yet with Four of Wands at the bottom, they're not taking any, I don't feel like this person's taking any action towards you other than spying on you and watching on you, looking up, trying to find information or look things up on you. I feel like they want a connection, but they're not really coming towards you for it. At least not all of them. Well, obviously not all of them, but this Knight of Cups is taking action and going towards someone. But it's like they either fear someone's going to say no, they feel you're going to reject them, or they just kind of sit around and hope and pray that you reach out to them. Let's see how the signs are feeling about Taurus masculine, please. How are the signs feeling about Taurus masculine? Starting with Aries, going to Pisces. So Aries feels like trust the plan. So they're trying to trust the plan or just trust the universe. Maybe you haven't met an Aries yet. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they feel like there's other competition, and so there is that lack of security here, where they feel like maybe you're talking to other people, or where they feel like you'll leave them behind. It says, I get intimidated and nervous knowing you get so much attention. There might be an issue here with this person feeling like they can't trust you because they may see you as a player, or see you as someone who's just kind of like a smooth Casanova type of a person. And so there is insecurity. So they're constantly like watching to see what you're doing. If you're dealing with a Gemini, we have make them prove it. So a Gemini kind of feels like you have to prove yourself to them. If you're dealing with a Cancer, we have fighting it, and it says, the harder I try to resist you, the weaker I become. If you are dealing with a Leo, we have divinely guided. So you may be meeting a new Leo, or if you have met one, they feel like you are the person for them. If you're dealing with a Virgo, we have partying, and it says, I've been partying with my friends to avoid being home alone. Someone may also be spending a lot of money too, and they need to stop spending as much money, and they may spend a lot of money as a way to, compensate for, like, fill that void. If you're dealing with a Libra, we have dying love, and it says, I was trying to remain hopeful, but I feel you slipping away. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have pushing buttons, and it says, I do things to trigger you. It's the only way I know you care. If you are dealing with a Sagittarius, we have forever changed, and it says, you changed my life without even trying. The old me is dead and gone. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, we have take it slow. So this person, like if you're dealing with the Capricorn energy, then it's more like maybe you guys just met. They are if they want to take it slow because they want something long term, so they're not rushing into anything. And they're very careful about who they think, like who you are. So again, there's that digging, trying to find out, like, it's just wanting to make sure. It's like they're trying to protect themselves. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, we have, I'm learning my divine lessons and will soon be by your side. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, we have late nights, and it says, thoughts of you keep me up at night. Even if I fall asleep, I dream of you. So if you're dealing with a Pisces, I feel like this person really wants a connection to something long term. Like they see you as someone they could be with long term. And I do feel like they possibly either have dreams about you or have a hard time going to sleep because they think about you so often. What actions will this feminine take towards Taurus masculine, please? What actions will this Queen of Pentacles take? The Tower. Why the Tower? How are their actions the Tower? Why the Tower? What did they do? It's too many cards. The Chariot. Hierophant in reverse. Six of Pentacles. I think that for some of you, what I'm actually getting is they might be, like, if nothing actually happens between the two of you and no one makes any moves, they might actually move on, and they might end up getting together with somebody else here. It might be another Taurus. We have Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries energy here, Aquarius too. So either you're going to be surprised by this person like traveling to come see you, showing up, but maybe you're not really giving to the connection, or they stop giving to the connection and they start giving to something else, possibly one of those signs that I mentioned. Again, there's an issue here with spying. So if you're in a relationship with this person, not just spying, but spending habits. So someone could spend way too much here. And I feel like that's for those of you who are probably in a very long-term committed relationship. You have been for a long time, or you're actually married. Someone spends a lot of money. But if you're dealing with somebody and this person, you guys are talking and everything, and this person has these insecurities, they may do something that ups up the connection because of their insecurities. And it's very toxic. They need to really heal those insecurities because it's very toxic in their relationships. And it's not just a relationship with you, this is how they show up in this very toxic energy, insecure, Are you talking to other people? Are they talking to other people? You know, a lot of spying and digging. And then, you know, the slightest little thing that they find or they think they find, then they go off, because this Tower and this Chariot energy, this is really going ham on somebody, like really going off. You know, it being like a huge crash and then possibly it coming to an end, not giving to this connection anymore. More than likely, Taurus not wanting to give this to this connection anymore after somebody shows like this side of them. So, what advice do we have for Taurus Masculine here? Advice for Taurus Masculine. Obsession, addicted to you. See, that's kind of what we're getting. This person is obsessed, addicted. Some of them, they may have already done this whole crash and burn thing where they just screwed the whole thing up because of their insecurities. They're having to learn to be secure and within themselves so that they can be secure in a relationship. So this is somebody who you could be out on a date with and they think you look at somebody and then they flip totally the F out. But they're still obsessed with you. After you're like, look, I don't want to deal with you anymore because you're crazy, they're still obsessed with you, trying to find out what you're doing. Addicted to you. So it says, is it love, obsession, or infatuation? Ask yourself if you can slow down or not allow thoughts of them to consume you and just let love unfold naturally. So you might be thinking about them too. You two could both be thinking about one another. But I feel like if someone doesn't work on their insecurity issues and learn to heal those insecurity issues, meditate, do whatever it is that you have to do, it's going to end up in someone going completely off on the other. A huge blow up here, a huge crash. And then someone moving away, possibly even physically getting up and saying, I'm out, like I'm moving. What is the energy of the connection between Taurus masculine and this person and this feminine energy between Taurus masculine and this feminine, please? Passion and forgiving and learning. So allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And as you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there's definitely healing that needs to take place. There could possibly be healing that could take place between the two of you if you wanted to. It looks like there's passion. I do feel a sense that some of you are probably obsessed with this person. Either I kind of feel like it's mutual, but it can be toxic if somebody doesn't, if you know, if you guys don't learn, especially this feminine here, to control her emotions and heal her insecurities. All right, one more card, and then we'll do an angel answers card, and we'll be done. Card of advice, suggestions, additional information for Taurus masculine. All right, we have trust. I choose to trust. Yeah, because this feminine does not trust. Or maybe that's a message for you to trust the situation, trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust how you feel. But this feminine also has to learn to trust and not do so much. That's why she spies so much. It's almost like, you know, that person, it's like they're looking for something to be angry about. They're looking for something to blow up about. So go ahead and think of a question and we'll pull an answer card for Taurus. What is the answer to Taurus masculine's question, please? What is the answer to Taurus masculine's question? All right. We had three come out. I'm just going to take it. So we have romance, be assertive, and within the next few months. All right. So that is what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you all have a fantastic week and that this was helpful. You stay blessed, and I will catch you next time. Bye.